let everybody know that you will be getting an Archer Danger Island t-shirt after the panel. So, there you go. Season 10 of Archer debuts on FXX next spring. And at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our moderator. He's the executive producer of Archer. Please welcome Matt Thompson.
Hey guys, glad to be here. Thanks for coming. This season, I think a lot of people know that we're going to outer space. You kind of saw that at the end of the last season, but what kind of outer space are we doing? We talked about aliens and Star Wars, Star Trek, Last Starfighter. The answer is yes. There's going to be all that inside of there. We're going to be seeing alien planets, giant monsters, some space battles, laser fights, a robotic torture bird named Funbeak. And you're going to see sci-fi variations of, you know, some of the Archer characters we've come to know over all the seasons. But most importantly, we're going to see a tight-knit group of people being really shitty to each other. So without further ado, I wanted to show you guys something which we haven't shown to anyone because, frankly, it's not done. But I'd love to share with you the first 10 minutes of the season premiere right now. So here is the first still in progress 10 minutes of Archer Space 1999. Right now. First of all, evil, maybe not evil robot Krieger, Mr. Lucky Yates.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Rock monster Pam, Miss Amber Nash. A definitely no longer Nazi Cyril, Mr. Chris Parnell. Our co-space captain, Lana, Miss Aisha Tyler. And Captain Sterling Archer, Mr. H. Jon Benjamin.
No, not there. No. All right.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, me first?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm not great.
What did you guys, so this is the first time you guys have seen any of this?
Yes.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
What'd you think about you specifically, Amber? What'd you think there?
I had no idea that Pam was going to be that gigantic. And she's so cute.
She's adorable.
Yeah, she's really
What is she?
I'm just calling her a rock monster. I don't know what else to really call her.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know either.
She's like the Thing, had like a really bad case of eczema.
Yeah. Or plaque psoriasis, which can be really a bummer
Really
to have.
painful and uncomfortable. Yeah. But she's so cheery because she's got an upbeat personality.
Yeah.
You'd be cheery if you're a rock monster, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Archer, you get to be a captain.
I have eczema.
You do?
Yeah.
Captain Eczema.
How do you treat that? What do you do for that?
What's that?
What do you do for
Eczema. What's the treatment?
Exercise, mostly exercise. Yeah. Stay in shape.
Was there any form of sci-fi that you would want to see Archer submitted into besides being captain of a starship?
Like a different, like, go.
Genre of sci-fi would you have put us into?
Isn't sci-fi a genre?
Outer space.
Like what other? I mean, not in a ship, you mean? Like a hot air balloon in the future?
Maybe
Yeah, like
steampunk?
that. Like an old, yeah.
Now that you're captain, I did want to ask you a couple of captain questions. Captain Kirk or Captain Picard?
Me?
But you're the captain.
Oh, which do I prefer?
Yes, Kirk or Picard?
To fuck or just to?
To fuck.
To fuck. I think Picard.
Yeah.
I would fuck Picard.
Yeah,
No, sorry.
You want the French guy. You want French guys know tricks and stuff.
Can I pick both?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would fuck
It's outer
Picard
space.
and Kirk at the same time.
How about Captain Morgan or Captain Kangaroo?
You wrote this shit in the.
That's what he
I
was
saw
doing
you
in the
working
green
hard.
room.
Captain Morgan or what? Captain.
Kangaroo.
To fuck? Captain. Captain Kangaroo, of course. That would be a childhood fantasy, right? Come true.
Speaking of fucking, Lana and Archer are gonna kind of back to a relationship where you're not chasing around. You guys are actually divorced now, so you get to come right out and say you hate him all the time.
Right, exactly. I mean, you know, I am divorced in real life, so I got a lot of stuff to tap into there. You know?
I was hoping that you could just go ahead and maybe yell at Jon.
Oh, like right now?
Yeah.
I yelled at him backstage already.
You've lost your voice.
I did. I have con voice. You guys know. You know what it feels like when you've just been screaming at people about their outfits for 3 days.
You got a great big con voice.
That's not what I've been yelling. It's not. That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you know where you are right now?
No, I'm fine.
I did yell backstage. Jon was on the toilet, and and I said,
as always.
"Hey, make sure it flushes. Don't just be leaving all that Arby's sitting in the bowl, man. Flush it down." I know you're rich now and you think you don't have to flush the toilet, but I don't want to smell any roast beef sandwiches when I come into that bathroom.
No, yeah, I took a big old Arby's shit.
Yeah.
Before I.
Yeah. And you know what it smelled like? Money.
Yeah.
And sandwiches.
They're all making fun of me because I did an Arby's ad. Yeah.
The best jokes are the ones that you have to explain.
Yeah. Well, they might not know, right? No one cares about
Do you guys know that Jon is doing Arby's commercials?
Oh, shit.
I think they know.
Yeah.
You're on fire, guy.
Yeah.
Look at your glasses. Oh, my God, look at this guy's glasses. This is beyond.
Oh, what the fuck?
Just said
man.
danger zone.
His glasses actually say danger zone. His face is like a tiny taxi sign.
Oh, yeah, my God. Wow.
Yeah, you're on fire. You win.
Is that a reflection or that's in the glasses?
That's in the glass. Reflection from where?
I thought it was like I thought it was
You know
the
how
screen.
reflections work, right?
I thought danger zone was back here, right? That would make sense.
I'm just going to super zoom your face, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you need those to stay alive? Like, are those?
Can you bring him up?
Ladies and gentlemen, Geordie LaForge,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Geordie
Geordie
LaForge,
LaForge.
coming to the stage.
Bring him up. Do they work? Let's get everyone to see it. Here, I'll take him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This is so exciting.
Here, hold on.
Thank you. That's all. That's.
Here,
I
you can
promise
have
you
a
that I will
cracker
make-
sticker in
Yeah,
return.
yeah, there we
Crackers
go.
love.
Oh, you get a sticker.
Not a fair shake. I promise you, Geordie, that I know
we
you
go.
can't see anything that's going to happen between now and the end of the thing, but I will return those glasses to you. I will personally pummel this tiny human being until he gives you your glasses.
I'm not tiny.
You're so small.
Can you see? Can you see out of those?
I'm undersized. It's not tiny.
So very diminutive.
Thank you. Hello.
The
Hey.
glasses make your penis look much larger, though.
Oh my God. Is that true? I can't see.
Speaking of,
Is it out? No.
Have a seat. I will personally return
I'll
the glasses
get up.
to you.
I'll
Don't be
get up.
afraid.
Here, here,
Oh, no,
here,
he's
here.
bringing them
Here,
now.
here,
He's bringing them
here,
now.
here.
He's bringing them now.
Here. I don't want to keep.
No, they still say it whether you're wearing them or not. It's weird.
It's amazing. It's
guys
amazing.
know each other.
Give it up to Geordie LaForge. Just
I would
off,
like to.
Jordy, thank you.
Thank you.
Just off Star Trek.
Ladies and gentlemen,
NG.
if you could help me welcome the great ball of energy, Miss Jessica Walter.
Yay!
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm so sorry. Traffic.
Yeah,
Traffic.
traffic.
We should have done the West Side Highway.
No. Tell it to the driver.
Sorry, kids.
We're happy.
No,
here.
that was great.
Look,
entrance.
you look, you're out of
I like
breath.
to make an entrance, but this
Yeah,
is
that was a good.
ridiculous.
good
Exactly.
entrance.
Well, you missed it. You got to see. Everybody got to see you as a ball of energy, and then turn back into
Oh
yourself.
wow! I've not seen it.
She hasn't seen it. So
She was
somebody
Cortana,
describe
guys.
it quick.
She was actually Cortana for like 3 minutes. Yeah.
We have to show it again.
Yeah, let's play it again.
No,
No,
but,
no. You can't.
Listen to the crowd.
Show it to Jessica.
He's just gonna email
we just
it
play.
to her,
We're just gonna
guys.
play it for Jessica.
Just play it.
We playing it for Jessica?
Yeah.
No. Okay. I got excited.
It is quite an interesting thing, though. So you're now playing a ball of light and energy.
That's true. I'm a double character.
Have you ever done anything stranger than play a ball of energy?
Never. Never. No.
How does one prepare to play a ball of energy?
Wow. You know, she's just Mallory. She's Mallory inside the ball, and she's Mallory outside. She's got balls.
Oh, come on.
You know, when I'm with this crowd, I get crazy. When I'm with these people.
It took us 10 seasons to ruin Jessica, but it finally happened, guys.
She
We were
says
like,
balls all the time now.
Finally, she just talked. We were like, we would all be like, oh, dick this and poop that. Jessica would be like, oh no. Finally, in season 10, balls.
Yeah. They got to me. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt whatever you folks were doing.
Your panel, the panel where we honor Jessica Walter. You kidding me? The great Jessica Walter.
When is JessCon gonna happen?
Yeah.
JessiCon. We should do a JessiCon.
Yeah, oh my God.
JessCon 2019. Yes.
I'll definitely take the West Side Highway.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Hey, Chris, this season you're no longer the evil villain. Did you get any like Nazi fan mail from last season?
Not any more than I always get, you know. So I thought it would have changed and gone up in volume, but no Nazi fan mail, happily.
It's either like you're either the super villain or the guy who gets farted upon. Which way do you prefer, Cyril?
I think I like being the guy that gets farted on better. You know, you pity him more, and yeah, I can relate to that more. So.
I can't get over every time I see that rock monster, though, Pam.
Yeah, Pam.
We haven't actually, even as we're in the middle of making sure, we've only recorded 3 episodes so far.
Right.
So we haven't actually learned that much about whatever your creature is.
Yeah, and when I read stuff, I just don't retain it. So I don't remember anything that we've recorded.
What do we hope to find out about rock creature Pam?
I'd like to kind of know where she's from, what her story is.
What do you think her hopes and dreams
what her hopes and dreams could possibly be. But you know, it's the same thing with Pam. We didn't know about Poovy Farms or any of that stuff until well into the show.
Yeah, at least the 3rd season,
yeah.
so let's hope this rock creature keeps going.
Yeah, right. But do you want me to tell what I do know about the
Sure. What do you know?
I don't know. I think it's episode 2 of this season. We find out that the creature that Pam is, when they are aroused in a sexual manner, they get a boner that apparently you can smell. If you're in the room with them, it sounds very unnerving. I haven't been able to sleep since. Like, what does it smell like? But everybody's like, oh, Pam, we can smell your boner. It's very unsettling.
Man, are we going to get to see that boner ever in this season? Do you think, Matt Thompson, executive producer?
There's been no drawings made yet. I am confident of that.
That you know of.
That I know of.
Let's just wait for fan art.
Draw Pam's boner.
Interestingly enough, a rock monster's boner is called a stoner.
Aw, a stoner.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Rock Monster Boner was also the name of my punk rock band in college.
Nice.
Please go on a reunion tour. I would really like that.
Man, one of the guys I think might be dead, and the other guy is definitely dead.
Krieger's not actually alive this season. He's an android,
Yes,
much like
yes.
Bishop.
Just like Bishop on Alien.
Yeah.
Sir Ian Holm.
It actually has, like, a lot of the things that you're interested in are in line with this android and the doctor and stuff, I think.
You what?
You're very much into the science and experiments.
Yes,
Science
he's
buff?
very much into the science experiments like he's always been, Dr. Krieger. Is that what you're saying? I can't hear a word you're saying because we don't have monitors up here.
What do you think of Dr. Krieger this season?
Oh, I think he's great. I don't know whether he's going to go good or evil. I do know that he has milk blood like they have in the Alien films, so that's a good news. His white blood cell count is out of control. That's a little alarming. I don't know.
What's his boner like?
You know, does he have a boner? We don't know.
I actually know that answer. He's a Ken doll.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ken dolls?
Why is that bad?
There's still a lot of stuff Ken dolls can do, guys.
Yeah.
Stop with your cis sexuality ideas. Doesn't all have to be poking holes. You know, there's hugs, there's cuddles, there's deep emotional exchange.
Well, it's also Krieger, so I'm sure he's got attachments.
Attachments.
What was that from
What
the early
size would you
season?
like,
Fister
madam?
Roboto? The old Fister Roboto.
Yeah, just built right on there. He's one-stop shopping, Krieger.
And we're not taking Crackers with us this season. Are you
Oh my
sad to see him
God.
go?
Yes, Crackers was my favorite. I love Crackers, guys, and Crackers loves you. Yeah, I hope there's more in store for that bird one day.
Is there any version of any of y'all's characters that you're hoping comes back one day? Whatever version you're missing?
Lana's only ever been Lana. Have you noticed that? I've never.
What?
She was a singer.
What's that?
She was a.
I was a singer and I was a government.
you were a princess?
And I was, what was I?
You were a princess?
I was a princess.
Yeah.
But like she was never like a robot or a rock monster with a stoner or a pirate. She's just always, which is fine. I like.
Somebody has to ground the show.
True.
Yeah. I like her. She's smart and she's got a cute haircut this season and her boobs are lovely. So I'm super happy with this particular incarnation. I just look at Lana. I'm like, I wish someone could come to my house and like draw me in the morning so I didn't have to deal with whatever's hanging around when I get out of bed.
Hanging around.
Hanging around. Get out of bed and roll it up like a fruit roll up. Did you guys know that Lucky dressed up as Crackers at San Diego Comic-Con this year?
I did.
Wow.
I
saw that.
I left that costume in the hotel room in San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people left a lot of different costumes in the hotel room in San Diego.
Probably.
And a lot of pride.
Aww.
What? I'm just saying, they do filthy things there. It's filthy. It's a filthy con. San Diego. New York forever.
San Diego, never.
Until next June.
Yeah.
Well,
or
yeah.
July. Yeah, we'll go back.
Awesome. I think the one that's been through the most changes is yours, Amber. It's like I always think about Cocaine Pam.
Yeah.
I think of Sock Puppet, HR Pam.
Yeah.
And then last season, I would just call her 6'5" Chewbacca, and now Rock Monster. Who do you think you like the
Yeah, she's
best?
just been steadily getting larger until now she's just bigger than the whole crew altogether. What was the end of your question?
Well, which one do you think is your favorite one?
You know, a lot of people harshed on Cocaine Pam.
I love Cocaine Pam.
But
I love Cocaine Pam.
I liked Cocaine Pam. She was a lot of fun. And she,
Plus, you were that was your method season too.
yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah. And Pam got smaller, but her titties didn't get smaller, so that was always fun. But I really enjoyed Poovy from Dreamland. It was a really fun like twist on a character, and it was a really fun thing to be able to do. So I really enjoyed doing that. But Dreamland might be my favorite.
I'm just waiting for the episode when we actually have John as like your Archer's like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Of caring.
He has his moments, right?
Can you play that, John?
Can I play nice?
Yeah.
No. Probably not. No.
One of John's shoes is suede and one is leather.
Yeah.
That's what Arby's money will do for you.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to. I want to point out, everybody stick around after this is done for the Arby's panel.
Everybody look under your chair. There's a free roast beef sandwich.
Not yet.
Oh,
But
wait.
yeah, but they will. Yeah.
Awesome. We'd love to take you guys some of your questions if you want to ask a few things.
Save the Arby's questions till after, like I said.
Yeah, for the next panel, right?
What's up?
Hi. Just right quick, I know it's kind of a somber year for, because Burt Reynolds and Anthony Bourdain have left this year, and those are two of my favorite episodes. So I just want to give a quick shout out. And
I can tell you a quick story. Adam Reed and I, we put Burt in there because both he and I have this undying love for Burt Reynolds, and it was the only time where we told their management, we were like, yeah, every time we have a guest star, we have to go wherever that person is and record them in person, which is a complete lie. We just wanted to go down to Jupiter, Florida, and meet Burt Reynolds, and it was an awesome weekend. We hung out with him and his folks there for the weekend and got like behind-the-scenes tours of his Burt Reynolds museum, and I just think about how gracious he was. So the whole script, after Adam wrote it and gave it to Burt, he came back and kind of like wrote all over the script in such a way as to make sure that we made a lot more fun of him. And he wanted to put jokes in there making fun of some of his worst movies. And it was just awesome. I would say the same thing about Anthony Bourdain. We were just a huge fan of Anthony's. That episode is one of our strangest episodes. I'm not actually sure I'm a huge fan of it, but it was written out of a place of love of a guy who was doing a thing that we found to be so incredibly fascinating and interesting that we felt that we just wanted to make an episode of television around this amazing person.
Can I tag that story really quick?
Hold on, what
I just
is
want to
that,
tag
Aisha?
his story about Tony, because Tony and I were friends. He did an episode of my podcast the very first season, and then he came to Comic-Con the next year with a comic book, and we were texting.
Slicing,
yeah, and he said, I'm a huge fan of Archer, can I come to the panel? And I brought him to the panel that day, and you guys met him, and he was like, I love your show. And I will just say that, like, Tony and I weren't best friends. We were friendly, but that was one of the most devastating things that happened this year, other than what happened yesterday. Yeah. Because I think we all, and I think what was beautiful about that episode was it was
just
a
love letter to him.
Pure love letter to Tony. Who,
like, hey, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Here's a episode of television.
And we all, some part of all of us wanted to be as free and as open and as honest and as passionate about life as Tony was. So, yeah, it was a really somber year. He was a great person, and I literally want to be Tony Bourdain when I grow up. So it was just a joy to have him be on the show.
What was your question?
It's off. Oh, there it is. Okay. We never get to see. We never get to see enough of Mallory kicking ass. And one thing I've always wanted to see is her having the final big confrontation with her arch nemesis, Trudy Beekman.
Yes.
Oh,
you know,
Trudy Beekman. Have we ever seen Trudy?
we've seen the back of Trudy's head.
back
He was
of
played by Adam Reed's mother.
Wow.
Really?
Her voice, her head.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
There was a
Never have
moment.
confrontation with Adam Reed's mother because I love Adam Reed, so therefore I must love his mother.
She's a lovely, lovely woman, actually.
Bet.
There was a moment, that was my favorite moment from last season, of like kind of an upshot of Mallory with a machine gun in her hand. She said something like, take that, you fucking Nazis, or something.
You Nazi bastards, pop, pop, pop. Yeah.
So I do think you're right. We need more moments of Mallory shooting people, but that was one of my favorite moments.
Yeah, you know, you were asking about the versions of
Yes.
characters. I just love that she's always, as you people say, kicking ass.
Yeah.
It's all ass and balls with Jessica now.
What do you mean, as you people say, kicking ass? That's what,
The kids.
who are the
What's
people
your
that don't
question,
say?
sir?
Kids.
First, Aisha, I want to thank you for what you just said. Before I actually thank you for the second thing, because last year you told my son that I am his boss, and I've been dining out on that all year. So thank you for that. And I think you also were there, Amber.
Yeah.
So thank you. That was a great moment in father-son bonding. And John, I just want to know, is that the same gum you've been chewing since the last time you were at Comic-Con?
No, I switched mid-year, I think, yeah. Is it too much?
That's on you.
All right.
Take it easy. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hi. Question for the whole panel. Do you wear turtlenecks in real life?
Huh.
Yes.
Good question.
Absolutely.
Turtlenecks.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're too constraining. I don't know. I can't move around enough. I don't mind a mock turtleneck every once in a while though.
I used to have a few mock turtlenecks, but I haven't worn them in years.
I don't ever wear turtlenecks. They make me crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I wore a black turtleneck for my first headshot.
Nice. I wish we could all see that right now.
As the great Mitch Hedberg once said, I don't like turtlenecks because it feels like I'm being strangled all day by a tiny, very weak midget.
Thank you.
What's your question?
I actually just wanted to say thank you guys so much because I came last year to Comic-Con for this panel, and this is the exact panel that I wanted to see. I didn't care about anything else. I really want to ask you guys, I know it's probably inappropriate. I got Kevin Mellon to sign this.
Oh, cool. He's our lead storyboard artist.
And yeah, I'm a really big fan. If you guys could sign this, that'd be great. If not, that's fine.
I'll tell you what, I'll grab it and I'll take it and I'll give it to you afterwards, okay?
Thank you guys so much for making my
thank
year.
you.
Packers loves you.
Come back
Yeah.
to us in a little bit. What's your question?
Say goodbye to that book.
So there's like so many running gags in the show, and this is for the whole cast. Like, what's your favorite running gag that's like in almost every single season? Like, what's your favorite?
My favorite this season is, for a couple times, we've been saying space phrasing.
Yeah. It is absolutely
Space
my
phrasing.
favorite. Space phrasing is the best thing since phrasing left.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's the laziest joke.
Everybody wants phrasing to happen so bad, so we just made it as dumb as we possibly could by saying space phrasing, and it's even better than it used to be.
We have been putting the word space in the front of a lot of just random things just to be stupid.
I enjoyed On My Tits. What? That was just a little blip. It was only just kind of there, and it went away, and it may never come back, but I enjoyed it.
I think Jessica one time this season says in the background of a thing, she says, "Space called it."
Space what?
Space called it.
Oh, space called it.
I don't know. I mean, the fans tell you, like the stuff that they like. Because we've made now, how many episodes? 105?
Sure.
Okay.
Space, sure.
I mean, they blend together.
Yeah.
Somebody came up to me today and asked me to sign a photo for him, like, Steve, or Jim, shut your dick holes. And then I had to ask his girlfriend, is it plural? Because I think maybe you need to hit the hospital.
Yeah, hey, was the plan always to move to an anthology-like series?
It wasn't.
Will we ever move back to having like an ISIS-like agency?
I hope to. It was never the plan to do it. Somewhere around season 6, Adam Reed and I sat down and talked for a while, and I think the literal tone of his thing was like, I cannot write another spy mission. And he needed to take a break, and so we've taken an extended break. We've had a lot of fun along the way, and I do hope to return to it someday. Did that rhyme?
Yeah.
That did. That was beautiful.
It was a couplet.
Hi, guys. Okay, my question is, outside the ISIS building, what's everyone's favorite location that they've done through the series?
Favorite location?
Oh, favorite location.
Favorite location.
What sailor are you? Sailor Jupiter, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't realize.
How many are there?
I think
recognizing
there's a
that.
Sailor Pluto.
There's a
and
lot-
there's a Sailor MR 255.
I got called Mars today, so that was a little
Episode 6 this year, we're going to Sailor Jupiter Planet.
I'm the hugest fan of Archer Vice generally. That wasn't really a location because we were all over. We were in a cocaine truck and convoy across the USA. But I loved the Coke season. I just thought it was super funny.
Yeah, I did too.
We were like Banana Republic despots.
I like the jungle stuff last year a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Remember when that poor little monkey lost its mom? Remember how sad that was? Like I almost cried at home. I was like, why are they making me watch this?
We had this whole 2-minute DVD extra until FX reminded us we really don't do DVD extras anymore. But it was going to be that monkey on a revenge screed like Kill Bill, just murdering everybody.
Did you make it?
We actually storyboarded it out, and we were going to do it, and then we were like, can we have some money? And they're like, we don't make DVDs. What are you doing?
Oh, let's make it and show it next year. At
Okay,
Comic-Con.
done.
Is Archer still in a coma?
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. No.
No.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Wow.
You look great.
Thank you. Is this on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I believe I asked a couple of you guys this last year. I wanted to see if we got some new people on the panel. I was actually going to ask, since is this the last season or is it
We don't know. We're still thinking about what we might do and what we might do. I have no answer for you.
All right. Well, anyway, I was going to ask, how would you guys want your endings to be? Like, what would you want? What's the perfect ending for your character?
I think, Amber, I've heard you say something that I always thought was pretty great. No, God, I just teed you up probably terribly.
I think my how I want it all to end is for there to be a big 80s wedding between Pam and Archer. And then Pam carries him away into the sunset as the Hulk theme plays. But, you know.
That piece of music is called The Lonely Man.
Oh, The Lonely Man.
Yes. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't feel like anybody can really top that.
That's a tough one. I would like to see somehow Jessica and Archer kind of go off into the distance. I think that them
as a couple.
Yes, them locked in whatever the thing that there is.
I don't want it to ever end.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Hello.
Neither does a quarter of them.
Hi, my name is Erica, and John, when I was at San Diego, I jokingly offered to sell you my shirt that I had made, and so I brought you one.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I have to buy it?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm going to give this to you because I don't want to be that jerk that's fleecing stars.
Thank you so much. Yeah, throw it on
First
up.
person who ever cared about fleecing stars.
Give her an Arby's
Thank
coupon
you.
or something.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Oh. Let's see what it is.
How are you, my dear?
I'm doing very well. How
Good.
are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Now that I'm.
Oh, I remember this. Yes, this is really good. You're gonna love it, Jessica.
I love it. I love it.
We can be shirt twins.
Do you have a question too?
Thank you. I feel like I should.
What?
You have a question?
Yeah, I do have a question.
I will never ever wear this.
I figured as much. I'm just making like grand gestures.
I'm sorry, Jessica. I just can't bring myself.
So, he kind of asked it already about, more ass-kicking adventures for Mallory. So if you guys do keep going, like, let's have a flashback to Mallory before ISIS when she was a badass spy. But I was going to ask, you guys have done Vice, you've done Dreamland, we've done Danger Island. What genre, now you're doing space, what genre do you guys want to do next? We heard the 80s and the what?
Post-apocalypse.
That's such a great idea.
What's that?
That is such a great idea, like a wasteland where we're like just like.
And we're just the idiots stuck together. Like trying to protect the
fort.
fort.
Yeah.
I was going to pitch like Nightmare on Elm Street style, just like trapped in a horror film on like one block and we can't get out.
Yes.
Like,
Horror would be
Yeah, I'll give you money to make that.
good. Yeah.
Not a lot, but
You obviously got that new T-shirt selling money, so.
you guys want to give me your sizes? I can get those printed up and sit around.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Next year at Comic-Con.
Hey. So I was going to ask if we had any fun phrasing things coming up, but that was already answered. So I was just wondering, what is everybody's, over the whole series, favorite phrasing line?
Favorite Frasier?
No, phrasing.
Oh, man.
Well, you had that little dog in like the green wire.
I think my favorite Frasier episode was the the pilot. I think
Remember
was
when
my
he
favorite.
did that love advice?
Yeah. No, I love Frasier. Huge fan. Thank you for bringing it up. Was not in it. I don't think anybody.
Remember that one where Lilith came back to town?
Yeah. We should change phrasing to Frasier now.
Space Frasier.
Frasier. You got to get the rights and have it playing in the background all the time. Frasier.
You've just been Kelsey Grammered.
Oh, sorry.
Jessica, you were you say?
Oh, I liked. That's how you get ants.
I don't remember any lines from the show.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one.
He doesn't remember his most famous line. Yeah.
That sounds like depressing fire.
Depressing fire.
What's your question?
Hi, I'm Cheryl, Crystal, Carol from New York.
Charlene.
So, yeah, pour one out for Judy Greer. So if you could play somebody else's character, which character would you play?
Wow.
Pam.
Yeah.
Pam is obviously
Pam.
the funniest, coolest character on the show. She just like eats bear claws and runs like goes straight gorilla on people and has like a fart boner and she's the most fun. And my favorite scene with Pam is my favorite character on the show. And Jon. And is a scene in Skytanic where where Cyril is having sex with Cheryl Carroll and Pam is on the toilet watching them. And he's having like a big breakdown, like, why am I doing this? I'm ruining my career. She goes, I don't know why you're doing this, but you're making it really hard to drop a deuce.
Oh, boy.
It's my favorite thing that's ever happened in my entire career. And I wasn't in that scene.
I think it would be fun to play Barry.
Barry is back this season too, but when we see him, he's full on robot.
Yeah, like full-on robot.
Yeah,
like droid
all
style.
metal,
Yeah.
like a.
Hasn't he been that way before? Terminator, right?
It looks different.
All right.
You know what's great is we've been having this conversation. It was super not age appropriate for the person that's about to ask a question.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Sorry about everything we said.
Everything.
Awesome
we've ever
hair,
done.
by the way.
2 years ago, so it's fine.
Well, you're all grown up now.
You can thank my dad.
You've been through it.
Baby's all grown up.
Yeah.
If there is one character you can bring back from previous seasons or episodes, which character would it be?
Crackers.
So what are you like, 27, 28? What? Most articulate kid ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is a character that is coming back this season, which I don't know. You have to really know the show to appreciate it. But the character named Brett is back this season.
Brett
is back.
Brett is the guy who always gets shot.
Brett, the guy who always gets shot.
That always mistakenly gets shot. Yeah.
I really love that we were able to see Mr. Ford, who's a throwback all the way to Frisky Dingo. So I would love to bring Mr. Ford back because Mr. Ford in real life is that guy. And so if we get to run into him at the recording sessions, it's hilarious. And the best part about it is they found Mr. Ford because he was the guy in the neighborhood that mowed people's lawns. And so they're like, oh, hey, that guy will do. That's how I got the job on Archer. That's how they found people, is they just pick anybody up and put them in the booth. But Mr. Ford, when he would mow lawns, he would wear a batting helmet so that a rock wouldn't hit him in the head. He's just a colorful character.
Woodhouse, for sure, I would want to bring. Yeah. But unfortunately, that can't happen.
We won't bring him back, out of respect.
Yeah. No, I mean, we can't, but yeah. Sorry.
What about one of your love interests, Jessica? What about bringing back one of your love interests? We have Colonel Jackoff.
You know, one of my love interests, I'd like to bring back Ron Cadillac.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, yes.
He's my real husband.
Yeah. He was great. Yeah.
Not married anybody. It's best that she's open for romance. Up in space.
Space romance.
With an asteroid or a
Space Cadillac.
falling star.
Space Cadillac.
Maybe one of your interns, Dr. Krieger. I can't remember their names right now.
What am I, Danny?
One of your interns.
Danny, the intern. Yeah. And Chet. Yeah. There was a Chet that he'd gunned down. But if we're bringing any of my characters back that is involved, it's crackers, man. Come on, crackers all the way.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Goddamn space crackers. Actually, I do. There is a bird. There is a bird in this season, and I actually
yes,
get to play him.
Funbeak, a big giant
Funbeak.
metal creature that terrorizes it.
Yeah.
You know what would be interesting? I just thought of this. Would be, you know, originally this show was called Duchess.
What the original name of it was
that was
Duchess.
the dog.
Yes. Yes.
That was the name of the dog.
Oh, right.
And there was a huge portrait of Duchess in one of the episodes.
It's been, that portrait of Duchess has been behind in a lot of the seasons, just somewhere in the background.
So they should bring Duchess.
They should.
You know?
Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. We do a prequel, just another show, and it's called Duchess, but it's Mallory when she's younger, and Duchess the dog who talks.
Played by
and
Lucky
they solve
Yates.
mysteries, you guys.
You know, I once did a pilot that was called My Dad's a Dog with David Steinberg. It never sold. And the whole thing was that David Steinberg played a dog on television. I was the agent.
That's a crazy idea.
There's your answer to my first question.
I love that. I would love to see that. They made it or they didn't make it?
No, there was a pilot. We made the pilot, but it didn't sell.
Oh, we should show it here next year for sure.
What's your question?
Why it didn't sell? My dad's a dog.
My dad's a dog.
Go ahead.
Hey, so I loved the Bob's Burgers crossover episode, and I was wondering if you guys could cross over with any other show again, what would you do?
Game of Thrones?
Game of
Thrones.
I actually think it would be cool to, since we're in space, to cross over with Futurama. Yeah, I love that show. And people often think that the same actress voices my character and voices, what's her name with the eyeball? Leela. And somebody came up to me the other day, and they were like, I was sure that that was her and not you. And I was like, go away.
I'm going to say Frasier. Frasier. Frasier.
Space Frasier.
Frasier or Arby's. We'll bring Arby's.
Oh, that's great. So obviously with the political climate, there's a lot of bullshit to draw from as far as like all this stuff goes. I was wondering, since you guys are in space, are you going to utilize the fact that there's the ridiculousness of the Space Force?
Space Force, yeah.
And draw on that.
That's a great idea. Where were you like 6 months ago? That's a solid idea. That's a very good one.
Reanimate, yeah.
We tend to stay pretty apolitical.
Well, there was ISIS.
Well.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off, boss.
Woo.
Yeah, that was a hot one.
That was a fun one.
That was a.
No, our ISIS was named after the 70s superhero show of the same name, the ISIS Shazam Hour.
Shazam, yeah.
And I was ISIS like 3 out of 7 years of grade school.
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Mighty ISIS.
I was the fun ISIS.
Yeah, that was the non-acronym.
Yeah, that was
right.
the fun ISIS.
Right.
There is a fun ISIS, guys.
They ruined the cartoon.
They ruined ISIS.
That was an Egyptian.
Terrorists ruin everything.
So I was originally going to ask if we were going to see Archer back as a spy and Krieger as Dr. Krieger and everyone back as spies, but that was asked. And then I was next going to ask if we would ever get Woodhouse back, who I think is a real pivotal character, in some way, or do a good send-off to him, but that was kind of answered. So we talked about Burt Reynolds and Anthony Bourdain. If there's a
recap. You just take us on a recap.
Are you just going to tell us what we've been talking about?
I know.
Yes. No, if there was another celebrity guest or an homage episode you'd like to do, what celebrity guest you'd like to have?
One, the character that you just saw at the very end of that clip takes on a larger part for the season. That's played by Sam Richardson, who's in Detroiters right now. He's great.
Yep.
Right.
He's joining us this season. As far as other folks, we're only up to our 3rd episode so far, and so there hasn't been anybody else that's joined us yet this year, but I'm certain there's going to be. Just don't know who yet. So the floor is open. Who do you want in there?
I mean, yeah,
Kelsey Grammer is a must.
Kelsey Grammer is, I think,
discussed that.
The only answer. And Angela Lansbury as Duchess, the talking dog. Oh my God!
We've done it.
Yeah, my mom the dog with that. Yeah, it's dicey. You don't want to go on Archer, right? Yeah. Like as a guest, it's a good shot.
It really depends on what the role is when it's written. We have a couple things that are out there right now, and we kind of, see how it's going at the time. But I know for certain you guys are going to love Sam. He's absolutely awesome in it.
Cool. Hi, so this is primarily for Jessica, but anybody else in the cast is welcome to weigh in on it. So on Arrested Development,
I'll pass.
On Arrested Development, you play Lucille Bluth, and I think your character is a lot similar to Mallory. So I would be really interested to hear your thoughts on if those two ever met, Mallory Archer and Lucille Bluth from Arrested Development. What would that be like? Would they get along? Would they hate each other? What would that look like?
I don't think they'd get along at all.
At all. I didn't
no.
think so either.
I think it would be really a lot of fireworks. A lot of fireworks.
You can't have 2 alpha dogs in the same pack.
Oh, no way.
I think she's saying, what would that look like, as in do it right now.
What would it look like?
Like do
a conversation where you talk
Mallory.
this way, and then this way,
Yes.
and then this way.
Hello, Mallory. Oh, hello,
Acting
Lucille.
things out.
Hey, only if you want to.
You don't have to. I might be misinterpreting. I'm joking. You don't have to.
Oh no, I'm too tired. I'm too tired.
But here's the deal in the Duchess the Talking Dog show, is that Ms. Booth is the arch nemesis of Mallory, right? Lucille is another private detective, and she's got a fucking talking cat.
And they look.
Hey,
exactly
I love your shirt. What do you got there?
Oh wow.
The Danger Zone shirt.
Actually, my question is for Aisha. I was going to say something similar about, Dr. Lewis on Criminal Minds and Lana. Would they get alike?
Oh, they would totally get along because.
What's Criminal Minds?
It's the show during which 300 Arby's ads run.
Oh, so it's for old people.
It's another show where she kicks ass.
I will say that Aisha right now is so kind to be here with us because she's actually directing an episode of Criminal Minds right now. Woo! She is literally flying back tonight to resume her directing abilities, and I thank her for being
making
here.
fun of my money. That's not fair.
I'm super open to being your sidekick in an Arby's commercial. Roast beef. So I think they would actually get along because they're just the practical team members. You know what I mean? I think that Tara Lewis is like a little bit more buttoned up than Lana, but I feel like Lana would like take Tara out and they would do shots, and then it would just be like dancing on tables and kung fuing people in the face. You know what I mean? Like, take that, criminal. I got a criminal mind. Bam. Yes. Oh, no, and then Lana, holy shit snacks. Bam. I don't know. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm Red Fox, but you get what I'm saying. Yes.
What's up?
All right. First off, this is my first Comic-Con, and I thank y'all for just making this amazing.
Oh, cool. Thanks for coming.
Hey.
Second, I know somebody already said about the cameos and everything like that. Bob's Burgers, that was one of my favorite episodes. Have you ever thought about doing a cameo with Always Sunny?
Oh.
I really like all those folks over at Always Sunny. They're just about as hilarious as they can be. We need to get them on the show. That's a great idea. You should get together with that Space Force girl and just start throwing ideas at me.
Are you Samurai Jack? What are you dressed?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, Deadpool.
Oh, it's like
Batman disguised as
wow.
Deadpool.
You got like
disguised
three.
as a guy who just took a shower.
As it.
You're on fire. You did everything. You did all of it. Yeah.
Right.
You're on fire. Happy first con.
It's. Oh, it's a Deadpool robe. It's a robe. Deadpool robe.
Hi. This question is for Jessica and Chris. So for the two of you guys, there's a lot of overlap between two characters that you play on very popular franchises. In the case of Jessica, obviously, Mallory Archer and Lucille Bluth, and with Chris, Cyril Figgis and Jerry Smith. Obviously, they're very similar, but I just wanted to ask you guys, how do you think they're different? And does that factor into you portraying the characters differently?
What was the last part of it?
Wow.
Can you repeat that?
Oh, of course, of course. You know, I'll just have to say, you know, even though they're both control freaks, Lucille is not. Mallory is self-made. She's a businesswoman, and her money and whatever comes from, you know, herself, whereas Lucille is dependent upon other people, and I think there's a big difference in I hope how I play them. I hope. Oh, no reaction. Oh. This does not bode well. I do the best I can.
I feel like Cyril is, Cyril's not an idiot like Jerry is, you know. He's put up on a lot, and he's the butt of a lot of jokes, but, you know, he can do things. Jerry's fairly useless, and but that's part of the fun of him, right? I mean, so yeah, I guess it's all in the writing, though. You know, I mean, it's kind of all there on the page, so it's, you know, just a little bit of an attitude change, a very minor vocal change, obviously. So it's mostly on the page.
And I'd just like to add, I think it's bullshit that you're giving a bunch of shit to Jon Benjamin over here for doing the Arby's commercials. You know, all the shit that you've done for Progressive. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Wow, no. Wow.
I didn't give him any shit.
Thank you. Thank you. Wait, no,
In Chris's defense, in Chris's defense, I've been giving him a lot of shit, and Chris has just been sitting there counting his money in his head. So.
Thank you guys, everybody, for coming out tonight. I really hope you enjoyed this season. It's going to be hopefully different, very surprising. Mr. Lucky Yates, Amber Nash, Chris Parnell,
you all.
Jessica Walter, Aisha Tyler, Jon Benjamin, thank you.
Thanks, y'all.